Hello there. I've been thinking of you and I found something amazing in my garden today as I was watering the plants. Can you see what this is? Well, it's a very colorful caterpillar. So I looked it up and it actually looks like it's a yellow-tailed butterfly caterpillar. So I researched how to keep it alive and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So just until I could research and figure out what to do, I took the plant it was climbing on, which was my dill plant. Apparently it likes fresh dill. And I took a jar and a little cheesecloth and a bit of and a rubber band and just put that on while I could think through what to do. Now, they said that we can try to keep these in place if we have about a gallon size container. So I actually have this wonderful big bowl and they said put a paper towel in it and moisten it. So I did that. I got this wet, I put that in. Now, because my caterpillar likes dill, I actually had some organic fresh grown dill. If you can believe it, a mom of one of my students pulled over and said, Mrs. Berg, could you use some romaine lettuce and fresh dill? And I was like, absolutely. Oh, and zucchinis. And I was thrilled. So these kinds of things happen. You can't make this stuff up. So how perfect is this that I have perfect organic dill? Now they said put that in water. So I took another jar. I put in some water and they said cover it up so that the caterpillar doesn't fall into the water and drown. So I cut a little slit in the top of the paper towel, put another rubber band here, and I'm putting that in my bowl. Now, of course, I'm going to need more cheesecloth. So I had a little bit left. I cut it so that it can drape over this bowl and allow my dill to go up. And because I don't have a rubber band that big, some people have giant rubber bands, I don't. And I just wanted you to be able to do this. You could use string. I actually have some elastic from when I was making a bunch of masks early in the pandemic. Whoopsie, I'm tying this around. So, but I just want you to see the idea. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is carefully put this caterpillar, I just wanted to gently transition over to this dill. Maybe I can encourage it to just climb onto this dill and start eating it. By the way, they said go ahead and wet whatever the plant is. Yep, it's waking up. It's been hungry probably because it ate all the dill that I had in the little jar. So I'm going to see if it will start climbing on. If it doesn't, I might use the dill to gently nudge it out. And I don't know if you can see this, but sometimes you have to be a little patient. By the way, we will have to clean out the jar of its poops. Believe it or not, just since it's been in here, maybe it's been a little nerve-wracking for it. Oh, and you know what? I need to put some sticks in here. I forgot to do that. So I think what I'll do is just lie this down in here for now so that the caterpillar can climb out without feeling stressed. I'm just draping this on. I'm not tying it off right away. I'm going to run out and find a couple sticks. They did mention to get some sticks so that when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it can have a place to hang from. I'll be back. Okay, I found a few sticks. Not too big, nothing too pokey looking. Our caterpillar still doesn't seem to really be coming out. I may have to coax it out. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm putting this stick, so I've got like a little bouquet really of dill in here. I've got the stick here. Kind of like the way that is. I like that nothing's too pokey. Now let me see if I can use, without hurting my caterpillar, let me see if I can coax it out. You do not want to hurt these. They are delicate. Let me just bring it, there we go. Now it's in its little home. Now it will have lots and lots of dill to eat. Oh, it's starting to climb around. It seems to be happier already. And let's see here. I just want to make sure I have enough water. So let me do that. Okay, I was looking everywhere for my spritzer bottle. I know I'll find it somewhere after this video, but I didn't want to hold this up. I'm just sprinkling a little water. Remember, you don't want to drown your butterfly. or your potential butterfly. We'll have to see if it survives and makes it to a butterfly, but that would be so much fun if it would. So I'm carefully wrapping this around now, and then once again I'm going to try with, as I said, if you have a large rubber band, go for it, or a piece of string. I am just trying to tie this around, and you know, I am always a big believer in sort of making work whatever you've got. Now, because I know I'm going to need to get this on and off, because I have to regularly make sure I'm checking on this, they said you will sometimes need to, here we go. All right, now, it's important that I make sure that this cheesecloth is underneath whatever I've tied it with, whether it's string, elastic, or rubber band. So do you see how I'm gently pulling this down? I've got everything contained. Oh, let's get that dill all the way in the jar. Oopsie! I was just gonna say we don't want it climbing out, and the whole thing popped off. That's okay. It's good for you to see that sometimes we don't succeed at the first time around. Here we go. Now, because it's tied, seems to be going a little better. Yes. Okay, now we've got a clean edge. And where is our little caterpillar friend? What's he up to? I saw him in there. There he is. Do you see? Can you see him? He is climbing. And there he is. And he's like, yes, fresh dill, organic, my favorite. Do you see him already chomping away? It will be exciting to see how this goes. You know, I love observing nature, and frankly, if I hadn't been, oh, look how active he is. This is really fun to watch. All right. If I hadn't been watering my plants this morning and being observant, and I noticed that my dill plant, which I got because I love dill, seemed to be really smaller than when I got it, and I hadn't eaten it yet. And so I realized somebody must be eating it, and that's when I found this little guy. All right, to be continued.